pretty good, laying in the 2 box here tonight. 20 wins, so he finished tied for second in the win championship at Southland, 73% in the money. And I know you saw that race back there in early November. What did you think of Chasmos Dutch?
Well, the fact that he came the way he did at the end, and like you said, everybody was this fired up, you know, watch this Greyhound, and all of a sudden it was like, who was that?
Yeah.
And it was Chasmos Dutch, but...
It was, you had a lot of people look, because that was one of the very few times that I could ever remember flying fired up actually getting caught after having a lead like that. And so there were a lot of heads turning like, who the heck just did that? And it ended up being Chasmos Dutch, Mike.
Yeah, why do you think this Greyhound's not getting a lot of credit? I mean, I've heard a lot of talk about a lot of the other Greyhounds in the field. I don't hear the name Chasmos Dutch very often. Why do you think that is, Shane?
Well, you know, when you look at the race, and if you just look at the 10th race page, you know, he doesn't have 6 in a row. He doesn't have 40 wins. He's got 1 stakes title really to his name. And in the rematch with flying fired up in the Kings and Queens, you know, he ended up getting beat pretty soundly that race too. And I don't think it's his fault. It's just, it is a very tough track to win multiple races like that up there. And it's partly because of configuration. Unlike Daytona and a lot of racetracks, they're very short stretch runs at Southland. It's mainly turns. So if you're a driving, steady kind of Greyhound, you'll do well at Southland. But the problem is, not a lot of people breed for that.
Well, you know, and I do see trainer Ken Lesperance, so when we bring him in for Fired Up, that's a good question to ask
Yeah,
him.
we'll ask him at that
We'll save
point.
that for him.
Well, and as we talked about Grayson and some other shout-outs, we might as well get the shout-outs out of the way tonight. So do you got any shout-outs you want to do today, Vera?
Oh, no, just,
Mama, Papa.
you know, my mom, who probably is not watching because West Virginia internet access sometimes, you know, Shane, it's just not that good.
Well, you started a trend, so now I definitely have to say hi to my beautiful stepdaughter, Rosalind Jade Bashaw, better known as RJ, who's watching via the web stream up in very cold Wynn, Arkansas. So,
and Brandy.
Yeah. And Brandy,
Hi,
yes.
Brandy. Hi, Brandy.
Thank you. You just saved me from an eternal mess of text messages. How about you, Mike?
I'd like to say hi to all my announcer friends around the country. You know, Jem Peak from Derby Lane, all of my friends at Palm Beach, Ramon,
Joe
Scott,
Ross.
Matt, Alex, little Randy, everybody there at Palm Beach, and it is freezing cold here, so you're lucky to be down there right now.
And Debo, Ray, and Tay as well. We'll get them all in there. We're going to get it up to George for the second race, the Breezy, Dottie, and Katie Memorial, and we are offering a full field of 8 here, so let's meet the puppies here shortly in our blanket and muzzle inspection.
Now time to meet our second race field of racing greyhounds competing on this Saturday evening. Here's post position number 1. And it's Turbo Gold Dream at 64 pounds. In post position number 2, it's Emery Board, 70. Post number 3, JWP Ashley, 64 and 1/2 pounds. Post position number 4, JS Quick Draw,